I don't know who wrote this poem or what it's called, but I like to call it When I Grow Up. When I grow up, I want to be an I want to be an eye doctor. But I'm kind of lazy, right? See, every day I wake up around 8 or 8:30, depending on how late the studio session ran the night before, and no, I'm lying, let me be real. Every day I wake up from the bliss of my deep midday sleep around 10 or 10:30, more like 11, sometimes 12, okay, 1 at the latest. I guess taking a semester off from school has given me a new appreciation for rest and sloth in my life, so I guess I think I can afford to wake up late. So every day I jump into my new SUV, drive out of my 2-car garage, security patrol gated community, and drive about 15 minutes northwest into the valley. The deep valley, where summers are extra hot and winters just a tad bit cooler, where mothers with infants gather on the block the first Monday of every month to get priority on food boxes, where the cops is constantly on patrol but frustrated in their own right, because ever since a recent cold December night when one of their own was gunned down by the hand of 2 minors, they realized that in these kids' lives, they don't make much of a difference. So I guess that's where I come in, right? See, I get paid to hang with these kids in an after-school program, and after 2 years on the job, I realized that no man can really understand what it's like to walk in some of these kids' shoes, because the way that the neighborhoods are portrayed on the local news gives them a sense of pride and shame at the same time, and they're tired of being fed the same lie, and they tell me, we just want to be gangsters when we grow up, because here it doesn't matter if you're in the house before it's dark, because most of these shootings happen in broad daylight. We've got kids shooting each other over colors that color blind. We've got invisible children here in California, y'all. We've got babies having babies, grandmothers in the early 30s. These dudes go to juvie, graduate to get out early, and have nothing productive to do but hang on the block and slang on the block and bang on the block. And I'm like, damn, don't y'all get bored? Even gang culture has changed. In my day, dudes would have to get jumped in to be down. Nowadays, if these kids aren't rocking colors by the age of 13, the weekly with the older cousin, they get jumped out. In my days, dudes would fight. Maybe pick up an inanimate object to get a boost, but for the most part, they would fight. Nowadays, these kids just shoot. And girls think that having a baby by the age of 16 makes them look cute. How did these at one point innocent children stray so far from the truth? But I love them and don't judge them, just look them in the eye. You'd be surprised. Some of the most thugged out gangsters and the most polite, respectful kids that you'll ever meet in your life. But they have mommies who cracked out, daddies who ran out, older siblings who are in jail who they just want to wait out, but they don't know how. They call me a site leader or an after-school professional. To some of these kids I'm like a mentor, a big brother, or a father figure, and that's all fine. But you know what I really want to be when I grow up? I want to be an optometrist. I want to try out different lenses, heal the narrow-sighted, heal their vision. And I know it's not an overnight process, and I know I don't have all the answers, but if I could just impact the sight of just one of these kids' eyes, it would all be worth it. And I don't want any plaques or any glory or anything like that. I just want to know that when I wake from the bliss of my deep midday sleep, that I can change their vision. Thank you.